Timperley men's threes versus Com men's twos. On a warm Saturday afternoon, Com travelled to Timperley for their first taste of full hockey since the lockdown took place. Billed as a friendly, there was definitely a competitive edge as honours were even in last year's outing. The Com squad was comprised of returning legends, promoted heroes and two debutants in Ben and Bilal. Timperley would be in for a rough ride. With minimal turnaround time between games, there was barely enough time for Asif to run through his well-planned tactics and speech. He still managed to thank everyone for coming at least twice though. The match started in good spirit, with Com passing the pushback to Timperley. An open first half followed with both sides showing signs of rustiness from the long layoff. Chances were created and went begging. Lawrence in goal was solid as ever, with nothing close to getting past him. The defensive line of Jamie, Ben, Ian and Shaz moved the ball very well around the back, dragging the attacking players of Timperley from side to side like cats playing with mice. Thankfully, Ian kept his cheesy dopes to a minimum. Com's best opportunities came from getting the ball wide and attacking the baseline, with Richie, Rocket and Richard all having chances but were unable to convert. Half-time score, 0-0. After a very positive team talk, the half started with the Com midfield trio of Lee, Tim and Johnny taking control of the game. After more chances at both ends, Lee overlapped his striker and, anticipating the Timperley defender missing a bouncing ball into the D, with his back to goal, he showed 3D skills Ibby would be proud of, flicking the ball past the onrushing keeper to roll into the open net. 1-0. Com then took control with their wide players seeing more and more of the ball. By this point, Huxley and Jamie, who'd both been playing well, were struggling after already playing a game. That meant Asif had to drop back into a full-back position, which he did admirably. A second goal followed from Richard, who followed in after the keeper made a number of good saves, smashing the ball in with his stick above his head. Score, 2-0. Rocket and Bilal then began to find increasing space behind, with the ball over the top of Timperley's high back line proving really fruitful. With Tim and Johnny now winning all the loose balls in the centre, it seemed only a matter of time before Com put the match to bed. Timperley had other ideas though, and scored against the run of play. Worse still, it was by controversial means, as seemingly the ball had hit a Timperley player's body before being put in. 2-1. Com were then quick to get back on the front foot as Ian and Ben both made driving runs with the ball out of defence, freeing up other players to get forward. Shaz offered lots of natural width, and Asif continued to get high up the pitch on the ball and pin his winger further and further back. Richie created, but sadly couldn't convert a handful of chances as the keeper stood firm under a barrage of shots, but a great partnership is definitely in the making between him and Rocket. Finally getting the goal his work rate deserved, Rocket then put the game out of reach with a neatly taken touch and finishing inside the D. 3-1. Timperley still had time for a goal disallowed by their own captain in a moment of excellent sportsmanship, and then missed an open net which would have seen the result closer than it should have been.